This video is going to be on how to change a hub and bearing that has gone bad. This one is not noisy. They usually make a humming noise, louder as you go, higher speeds. This one's not noisy, but upon inspection, it was definitely very loose. The way to check them off the ground is grab top and bottom, pull down here, push up here. And you can see this one. There should be no movement at all. This one's obviously bad. Very loose. Alright, you're going to want to, first thing is get this ABS sensor wiring loose. And just take something like this, cat claw, and get behind there and pop them out. Then you just follow it up. These ones just pop out. And then there's another one behind this A-arm right here, which is the same thing, cat claw. And then it goes up. And on top of this fender here, it just plugs in up there. You don't need to lower the car and unplug it right now. You can just cut the wire, because the new hub and bearing comes with one. If yours doesn't, the Motorcraft ones do. If yours doesn't come with it, don't cut it, obviously. Okay, you're going to want to compress your pads on here. Push your piston back in a little bit, or else it'll hang on the edge here and you slide it off. This one's not bad, but they can be pretty bad, and you'll get hung up on there and it'll be hard to put back on. So you just put your C-clamp or wood clamp on here, compress the piston just a little bit, a couple turns, that's it. Now it'll come off of there when you take the bolts out. It'll just slide right off. I'm going to take off the two caliper bracket bolts, not the pin bolts for the caliper, the bracket. You're taking the bracket off with the caliper all together, not messing with anything. So there's one there, it's a 15 mil, and there's one right there, it's a 15 mil. Slides right off instead of getting hung up on the rotor. This rotor obviously is loose, so we can come off and get out of the way. We need to take that off. If it wasn't loose, you'd want to beat on it with a, you'd want to hit it with a hammer, preferably like a sledge, 3 pounds about, and hit it on the face of it here to break that bond. Watching out for the studs, don't hit the surface of the rotor, and it will break the bond, and it'll come off loose like this and be ready to go to the next step. If you have 4-wheel drive, you will have an axle coming through here. It's going to have a nut here and washer. It's a 32 millimeter. Take that off, and then you can move on to the 3 bolts back here that actually hold it to the knuckle. They'll be harder to get to, but you still don't need to pull that axle out. You just need to push it back, and you can get it to all these bolts. Now this one's obviously 2-wheel drive, no axle, and it's going to be very easy and quick. You could also use a large flathead screwdriver or a medium primer. We're not going to pry it out, we're just going to put a little bit of pressure on it so it doesn't bleed out. Like that. This there's tons of corrosion in here, tons. The corrosion in here the bevel here, and of course the face has to be perfectly clean. So there's no stack up of tolerances, and it's all cocked in there. This one's not too bad. A lot of them are a lot worse than this. This right here will also have corrosion, same reason, steel on aluminum. That's where your caliper bracket's mounting up. Clean that off while you're in here. So that's flat and true. Break down a brake clean. Okay, we got the break down a brake clean. The hub back on. We got the bolts torqued down to 85 foot-pounds. You can see it's flush with the face. Next, route the wiring back the way it was. Get it all cleaned up like so. Don't forget to torque down 2 bolts for the caliper bracket. They're 85 foot-pounds. Don't forget the lug nuts, 100 foot-pounds on those. And you're done. Last step is to plug in the ABS sensor. You can see it right there. See it wiggling?